shut up. If you ask me a question, I can't answer while you're talking.
Okay. Now I have.
Sir, get your ass in the chair or leave and I'll issue a bench warrant. You're not running the courtroom. I am. If you want to have an exam today, get your ass in the chair.
Another threat. Wow.
You're probably going to hear more than one. Sir, you are in contempt of court. That's a $100 fine. Speak again when it's not your turn and I'll continue to up the ante. I don't give a shit if you object. Is it clear what I said? I'm in charge. I get to do shit you don't get to do. It's part of the black robe, okay? That's just the way it works. My courtroom, I get to decide how it's run. Have you ever had a grilled cheese?
If it was different.
Have you ever had a grilled cheese?
If it was different, why would it have two?
Have you ever had a grilled cheese?
Other issues as well.
You're in contempt of court. Put him in jail.
All right, guys. Today we've got one of the most disrespectful sovereign citizens we've ever seen on this channel. This guy has the biggest ego and refuses to answer any questions from the best judge on YouTube, Judge Oakley. It's honestly wild how this guy thinks he can just ignore the law and talk circles around the judge here. But Judge Oakley handles this guy like a pro, putting this sovereign citizen in his place. Let me know what you guys think while watching. Do you think Judge Oakley did a good job handling this idiot? Or do you think he could have been tougher? Rate his performance 1 through 10 in the comments. Let's go ahead and dive in to one of the most intense court hearings I've ever seen.
You're a defendant. Sit at the defendant's chair.
I'm not defendant. I'm sorry.
Judge, if I may try to help explain.
Try.
I'll try. Mr. Michaud is a sovereign citizen. And
No, I object. I'm not a sovereign citizen.
All right, sir, don't speak.
I maybe am not phrasing that correctly.
Don't speak until I ask you to speak.
But there is a difference between Frank Michaud, or I think it is Mr. Michaud's assertion that there is a difference between the natural person, Mr. Frank Michaud, and the sort of legal entity.
I don't recognize that.
And that's what I've prepared Mr. Michaud for that.
Sir, you're a defendant in my courtroom. Either I issue a bench warrant because you haven't appeared, or you come up here and sit in the chair and we proceed.
All right, so you're threatening me to.
Absolutely, I'm threatening you. Either you're here today or you're not. If you're not here today, a bench warrant will issue. If you're here today, I need you in the chair so we can proceed with the proceeding that's scheduled, which is a preliminary exam.
And if I may, I have advised Mr. Michaud that the courts receive objections all the time, or rule objections that are preserved on the record. If he has,
He can appeal me. I'll let you build whatever record you want to build, Mr. Michaud.
Are we on the record?
Yes.
Are you on your oath to the Constitution?
Hold on. Are you picking him up? That's one of the reasons I want you up here is there's a microphone here.
I'll speak loud.
Are you picking him up?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Are you honoring your oath to the Constitution today?
Pardon me?
Are you honoring your oath to the Constitution? You have an oath to the
I didn't swear an oth to the Constitution.
You have.
I took an oath that said I would follow the Constitution.
To not uphold the Constitution?
Yes, follow the Constitution.
So you are upholding an oath to the Constitution?
Yes.
Thank you. I accept your oath. Thank you. Okay. Now I have.
Sir, get your ass in the chair or leave and I'll issue a bench warrant. You're not running the courtroom. I am. If you want to have an exam today, get your ass in the chair. That's the way it works.
I reserve all my rights.
I would have nothing less.
I reserve all rights.
Now, are you representing yourself today?
I'm presenting myself.
That's not what I asked you. Are you representing yourself, or is this gentleman going to be your lawyer for today's proceedings?
I will be presenting myself today.
may
All right, so that's a no. You don't want him to represent you?
No, for the record, he's not my lawyer. I don't have an attorney. I present myself.
Okay.
Judge, what I've recommended to Mr. Michaud is that he has a jurisdictional argument that he wants to make, and that, you know, pending Your Honor's ruling on that jurisdictional issue, I have prepared to conduct a preliminary exam.
Okay.
And could be, you know, available if he wanted to ask me to do that at the correct time.
So you want to represent yourself for that jurisdictional argument, and if I rule against you, then perhaps you want him to represent you? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, that's not what you're hearing.
All right, so you don't want him at all under any circumstance?
No, I don't need an attorney for the record.
Okay.
So with that being said.
Well, hold on. You can stick around if you want to, but I'm not going to obligate you to stay.
I understand, Judge. I'm definitely going to stay.
That's fine. All right.
So today.
You have a jurisdictional argument you want to make?
Well, I served notice.
Sir,
on
it's a yes or no. Do you have a jurisdictional argument you'd like to make today?
I have a
Yes or
multiple
no?
arguments.
You know, this right here is the biggest problem with sovereign citizens. Like, all they ever do is just twist and turn around the courtroom rules, like they're staring in some discount legal drama. It's just so fake and shady, and honestly, this is why so many people, including myself, can't stand them. If I were a sovereign citizen, which, let me just clarify, I am not a sovereign citizen, but I would at least try to be respectful, just so the judge doesn't drop a contempt charge on me. I mean, I'm not saying sovereign citizens are the absolute worst people out there, but come on. If they just chill out and show the judge just a little bit of respect, maybe, just maybe, we'd consider giving them, like, a crumb of dignity. Like, what's with these clowns not answering questions? I really just don't understand why they can't answer a simple question. I know they have an ego complex and can't answer questions, but this is not going to make or break his case here.
Why are you forcing me to say answer?
Because I'm running the courtroom and it's the way I want to do it. Do you have a jurisdictional argument you'd like to make today?
I do, yes.
Then make it. What's your jurisdictional argument?
I'm presenting myself. So I need to know, Article 6 of the Constitution grants me the right to know what jurisdiction is this court operating up under?
State of Michigan.
No, what jurisdiction?
State of Michigan.
Okay, what jurisdiction is the state of
District
Michigan?
courts are legislative courts. That means they're created by statute. The state of Michigan gives me my jurisdiction.
So, okay, is that
I work
criminal
under the authority
or
of the state of Michigan.
what is it, under what jurisdiction? There's two different jurisdictions under the Constitution. You have admiralty and common law. So I'll need to know.
This is not admiralty.
What is
And
it?
it's not common law.
Which
It's
one?
statutory.
Okay, so it's statutory, that is what, civil?
No.
So what is it? For the
My
record, I need to
jurisdiction
have
is
it
both
on-
civil.
I can't defend myself unless I have it on the record. Is it,
My
it's
jurisdiction.
only two?
Sure, shut up. If you ask me a question, I can't answer while you're talking.
Okay, cool.
My jurisdiction is both civil and criminal as provided by the statutes of the state of Michigan.
Okay, so today, under which one is?
This is a criminal case.
Okay, right, so is that common law or admiralty?
It's statute. It's neither common law or admiralty.
It's one or the other. It don't say statute.
All right, then you can appeal my
Constitution.
ruling. My ruling is it's neither admiralty or common law.
So this is you say it's criminal for the record.
Yes,
Okay, and if it's criminal, in order for a crime to exist, there must be an injured party for the record, right?
there must be what?
An injured party.
Yeah, it's the
A
people of the
corpus
state of
electi.
Michigan.
All right, so if the people of the state of Michigan, right? Where's the sworn statement?
Where's what?
A sworn statement. I have a right to see a sworn statement saying I injured someone.
There's a complaint in the file.
Sworn complaint, signed,
You want to see it?
affidavit, sworn affidavit.
No, it's not. I don't think it's an affidavit.
Well, okay, so
You said you wanted a sworn complaint.
from an injured party.
Alright, so this guy's out here saying there has to be an injured party for his criminal case. Like, dude, where's your brain? On vacation? Let me break it down for this idiot here. In real life, the injured party doesn't have to be someone limping into the court yelling, "He got me." In criminal cases like this guy, the state itself is the injured party because guess what? Breaking the law messes with everybody. That's why the judge was like, yeah, the injured party is the people of Michigan, my guy. You can't just break laws and then be like, well, I don't see anybody bleeding, so I'm good, right? That's literally like robbing a bank and saying, unless the vault personally files a complaint, I'm innocent. Let me know what you guys think about this idiot so far. Is he really this clueless? Or does he just love wasting everybody's time? Let's dive back in and see if this idiot can top his own nonsense.
Who have I injured for the record?
The state of Michigan
How can I
are
injure the
bringing the
state?
charges.
How can I injure the
Sir,
state?
sit down. Sit
I prefer to stand.
down.
I'm not.
Sit down, or I will hold you in contempt.
Another threat. Wow.
You're probably going to hear more than one.
I see.
All right. I am ruling that I have jurisdiction. You are free to appeal that to the circuit court. Proceed. Do the people have a witness they'd like to call in the exam?
Yes, Judge, the people are prepared to move forward. Just as a quick preliminary matter, we'd request a mutual order of sequestration with an exception for the
So-
OIC.
All right.
So again,
I'm not asking you to talk. Ma'am, are you a possible witness in this case? Okay. All right. And would you mind putting your name on the record, please? Counsel, I want to look at the lady. Would you mind putting your name on the record?
She's a witness. She is a witness.
Sir, you speak again when I haven't asked you to, and you're in contempt. And we'll deal with that first. The reason I need your name is because if you appear somewhere down the road and want to testify, we have to know that today you were in the courtroom. And I can't do that by taking a picture of you. So I'm asking you to state your name.
Your witness. Yes.
Sir, you are in contempt of court. That's a $100 fine. Speak again when it's not your turn, and I'll continue to up the ante. Clear? You can speak now. I've asked you a question.
I object.
I don't give a shit if you object. Is it clear what I said? I'm waiting for an answer.
I said I object. What am I supposed to say?
I want to know if you understand you've just been fined $100 for contempt.
I don't understand.
Okay, well, you still owe me $100. Are you going to give me your name?
No, you still out.
That's fine. Thank you. Witness.
Your Honor, the people called Officer Steppen. Oh, I'm sorry. One last quick preliminary matter. Pursuant to 76611D, we'd like to introduce a certified registered of action in regard to this individual being a previously convicted felon.
I object.
Hold on. Have you showed that to him?
I object. I object.
What's your objection, Mr. Michaud?
My objection is that I am here under the guise of
Bless you.
probable cause conference. And I don't know how we're here at a preliminary exam when I did not waive any right to waive a probable cause.
This is a preliminary exam.
This is okay. So right here,
This is the probable cause hearing.
It says it's
All right, stop. Right now, the question on the table is you've objected to admittance of that document. I want to know what your legal objection is.
I'm also objecting.
What is your legal objection?
To not waiving my probable cause hearing.
Denied. That's admitted.
This right here is exactly why I love this judge so much. The way he handles these sovereign citizens is just chef's kiss perfection. He doesn't let these idiots run the courtroom with their nonsense, and he's not afraid to call them out when they try to twist the law to fit their wild ideas. I know that in my last video yesterday, some of you guys in the comments were saying he's too offensive, but honestly, I think you guys are completely wrong. I think we need that kind of attitude. Sovereign citizens are out here acting like the laws don't apply to them, and sometimes a little firmness or even sarcasm is exactly what's needed to shut these clowns down. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys think this judge is too harsh? Because if you do, tell me why, because there is really no reason to think this is too harsh. This sovereign citizen is wasting tons of taxpayer dollars, and the judge fining him and yelling at him is perfectly justified in my opinion. I mean, what's the alternative though? Let them keep making a circus out of the courtroom? Nah, no thanks. Alright, let's dive back in because I've got a feeling this sovereign citizen is about to rack up another fine or maybe even something worse.
Under what grounds am I denied not?
Because you didn't give me a valid objection.
I object.
You can't just object. You got to explain with the valid objections to the evidence.
That we are having a preliminary exam when I haven't had a probable cause hearing and that I did not.
They're the same thing, Mr. Michaud.
On this,
Mr. Michaud, they're the same thing.
But it's still, I have a right to a probable cause. Am I right or wrong?
Sure, try.
Am I right? Do I have a right to a probable cause?
That's what today is scheduled for.
But today it says preliminary exam. Right here it says probable cause conference. And today is a different date that says a preliminary.
Have you ever had a grilled cheese?
If it was different.
Have you ever had a grilled cheese?
If it was different, why would it have two separate
Have you ever
columns?
had a grilled cheese?
I object to any of that. Why would it have two separate columns?
Take him out.
Why would it have two separate columns?
I'm not playing this game with him today. If you think you can get him to shut up long enough so we can have our hearing, we'll do it. But I'm not going to let him try to run my courtroom.
Okay, I'll just be very brief in my one attempt here. I would like to try to explain what I understand Mr. Michaud's objection to be and what I have also represented to him regarding that objection. Mr. Michaud, I think the court record will reflect, had a probable cause conference first on November 29th and then again on December 20th. I have disclosed, I think I've been very transparent with Mr. Michaud that probable cause conference is a bit of a misleading name because probable cause conference under the court rules does not require that probable cause be established.
Right.
At the second probable cause conference, Mr. Michaud was caring for a sick relative, so he wasn't able to attend that probable cause conference scheduled December 20th.
Which didn't hurt him at all.
Right. I represented him on that day, and I asked the court to waive his appearance so that he could remain with his family.
Which we did.
I understood to be his wishes. I may now understand differently that I misrepresented him in some way, but my goal was just to be able to conduct a probable cause conference where we were going to find out if there was any offer, whether discovery.
You don't have to tell me what they are. I know what they are.
I know, but I'm just trying to.
And I'm trying to explain it to him too, but I'm not going to talk over him.
Right.
And I'm not going to play that crap today.
Right.
So if you want me to explain what's scheduled today versus what was scheduled last time, I'm happy to do that. But you got to be quiet while I'm talking. Clear?
Oh, dude, I hear you.
All right. The last court date that we call a probable cause conference is like a pretrial on a misdemeanor. It gives the parties a chance to discuss the case and see if there's any resolutions prior to the next step. Next step being preliminary exam. At the preliminary exam, the people have to prove to me that there's probable cause to believe that there was a crime and there's reason to believe you were involved. That's what's scheduled today. That is a probable cause hearing. Probable cause conference is just a name that we all came up with instead of saying it's a pretrial for a felony. Do you have any questions based on that?
At what point did I waive it? If it's a hearing,
You didn't
right,
waive it.
so
There's nothing to hold.
Do I have a right to have a probable cause conference?
No.
What?
You can do that right now. Do you want to make a deal with the people?
I want to be able to prepare myself for the probable cause conference.
There's no preparing for a probable cause conference. It's a conversation.
It still takes preparation.
You want a PCC? Go out in the hall and have a PCC with the unrepresented defendant.
Judge, just for the record, there will be no offer at this stage.
There's your PCC.
Man, I really wish we could see this guy's face right now, because the amount of time wasted on him trying to understand the most basic stuff, like a probable cause conference, is just beyond irritating. It is not rocket science at all. It's literally just a conversation to figure out if there's enough evidence to move forward. But nope, this dude is literally acting like he needs to prep for the bar exam or something. And don't even get me started on the grilled cheese moment. That actually had me giggling. The judge was probably sitting there thinking, how do I explain this to someone with an IQ of -12? And then he just landed on grilled cheese, like, fine, maybe this will get through to him. Do you guys think he's genuinely clueless? Or is he just pretending to be dumb? Or is he just pretending to be dumb to weasel his way out of this thing? I think it's a little bit of both, but I feel like this dude probably thinks he's being a genius right now, but if anything, he looks like the dumbest person on planet Earth right now. Let's go ahead and dive back in, because this is about to get explosive.
Now, do you want to plead guilty? Do you want to have an exam? And at the exam, he's got to prove to me those two things I just said. Probable cause to believe a crime was committed on this date and reason to believe that you were involved. Do you want to have that hearing so he has to prove his case? Or do you want to waive? That's the other option. You can waive the preliminary exam and we'll take the case directly to circuit court level 2 weeks down the road for an arraignment on information, which I would describe as another pretrial on a felony, where you and the prosecutor can discuss the case, see if there are any offers. That's another option. Would you agree with that assessment, Mr. Sullivan?
I would agree, and I would also just add that Mr. Michaud has made his arguments today, he ruled on his arguments, and that he preserves his right to—
He can appeal them.
As you've already said, at circuit court. And so if he wants to sort of move forward on that defense alone, that, the waiver does not preclude him from
not at all
arguing jurisdiction at the circuit court level. But likewise, if he holds a preliminary exam today, holds the people to that burden, he also maintains the right to, continue his objections to jurisdiction, to appeal the court's orders regarding jurisdiction at that next level, at the circuit court level, assuming that the people are able to prove probable cause today.
Now, do you want to have an exam today?
Well, I wanted to address some, I served the court some notices.
I haven't read any of that because you were represented by counsel.
No, I wasn't. I don't have any contract.
As far as I knew, you were represented by counsel.
Okay, so now you know. and I served the court notices, and I would like to.
First notice, what would you like to put me on notice about?
Well, I served you notice that I requested the criminal bonding information. I requested
Criminal
the
what?
bid bond.
Hold on.
I
What?
requested the bid bond, the performance bond. I have the affidavit.
There is no bond.
There are bonds. This is
Okay,
you said it's criminal.
listen. You can't tell me something and then just disagree with me
Well,
and think
okay.
listen to me, sir. I am not going to let you interrupt me.
Oh, you just interrupt me.
I'm in charge. I get to do shit you don't get to do. It's part of the black robe. Okay, that's just the way it works. My courtroom, I get to decide how it's run.
This court hearing should have been wrapped up like 10 minutes ago. But nope, here we are, watching this sovereign citizen drag it out like it's his personal TED Talk. It's so wild how they come into court acting like the judge is their personal legal assistant, demanding explanations for stuff they should already know, or that their lawyer could have easily told them. Like, is this a mental block or an actual condition here? Because at this point, it just feels like a full-blown disorder. Like, these people have to be mentally challenged or something, because Judge Oakley is out here trying his best to keep things on track, but if even he can't get these clowns to follow basic courtroom rules, I seriously don't know what will. Maybe more threats, but honestly, if this guy interrupts again, I think a night in jail might be just the reality check he needs to sit down and rethink his entire clown life here. What do you guys think about this idiot so far? Is it time for the judge to lay down the hammer? Let's dive back in and see if this guy finally shuts up, or if he's going to spend the night in jail.
There are no bonds required for me to do what's scheduled today. I've been doing this 25 years. I've never had a bond.
You have a bond.
Okay, I have a bond.
Everyone
I
here
don't-
has a bond.
Not in any definition I know. So let's get to the point. Do you want an exam today?
No, I really want to address. Okay, so
I'm not addressing any of that crap you
Can
got in
you-
front of you.
well, since you say you don't have a bond, can you express that in a via affidavit so I can have a?
It's on the record. Order a transcript. I'm not signing anything for you.
Okay. Also, I want to also address that. I sent a affidavit of fee schedule for violation of any of my rights.
There are no fee schedules.
Well, I gave you notice, and
Great.
you haven't-
Then you gave me notice. Doesn't change anything. We still scheduled for an exam today.
Yes, just put it on the record that I served you notice, okay? Also, I served you notice on my power of attorney.
Okay, you
Okay.
said that.
Right, and
Move on.
you haven't responded to that, as well as my indemnity bond, which separates me, and I have a private capacity. I am not the artificial person.
I don't
am not
recognize
a
any of that.
United States citizen. I am
Stop.
actually
Hold on.
identified.
Stop. You can put on notice what you sent the court if you want to make a record of that. But I'm telling you, I don't recognize any of that stuff you're talking about. I don't recognize that you're not really Frank Michaud. Okay, I understand that's what you're trying to argue, but I don't recognize that.
Under what law could you represent, or you can use, tell me that, not just from what you say, because ignorance of the law is no excuse for you or nobody else. So what you're saying just don't mean nothing. I need to have facts.
Okay, well, it does
Can you
mean, hold
prove
on. It should mean something
Can you
because,
prove it? Please prove it.
can I prove what?
Prove that I am not that I am the artificial person.
I can prove you're Frank
I have
Michaud.
full faith and credit.
I can prove,
Okay, so
hold on, you've
Are
asked
you-
me. I can prove you're Frank Michaud. You know how I can prove that? Because when I called the case and said you either come up here and be Frank Michaud or you leave, you came up here.
And I
You
actually
proved
you
it for
threatened
me.
You threatened me.
But if you're not you, the threat means nothing.
It doesn't mean nothing. But you
Okay?
still threatening me, and you're using it under color of law.
Okay, listen,
And plus,
listen
you
to
have,
me. Mr.
you
Michaud,
have, you have
I've
multiple
wasted
officers.
too much time with you. Yes or
Okay.
no?
So,
Sir, don't argue with me. Yes or no? Are we doing a preliminary exam today? Yes or
I
no?
object. I will address.
Answer the question.
I want to address other issues as well.
You're in contempt of court. Put him in jail.
For what?
For contempt of court.
I'm having.
You can appeal that too. Sentence is 30 days. See you in 30 days.
Boom, just like that, he gets the 30 days. Honestly, if that's not a wake-up call to every sovereign citizen out there, I don't know what is. If you're going up against Judge Oakley, maybe, just maybe, consider your life choices and hire a lawyer who actually knows what they're doing. Not even that, just get any lawyer. They don't even have to know what they're doing. Just find somebody, anybody to defend you. This guy really walked into court thinking he was some legal mastermind, demanding things during a probable cause conference like he was running the show. All this dude had to do was answer the basic questions and he could have gone home, but nope, in his little special brain, he thought he could outsmart the legal system by throwing around nonsense and trying to confuse the judge. Spoiler alert, it did not work. My favorite part, though, was when Judge Oakley broke it all the way down at the end and proved this guy was the person named in the case. The judge literally said, "You showed up to fight the case when I called your name." Like, how much more obvious can it get? It's just so wild to me that this guy thought he could just talk around in circles and somehow come out on top. That ego trip he did here landed him in a cell, and honestly, I don't feel bad at all. The law isn't a suggestion, and judges like Oakley aren't here for games. Maybe next time these sovereign citizens will realize they're not smarter than centuries of legal precedent. So let me know what you guys thought about this case here. Do you think Judge Oakley was offensive like the comments on my last video said? Or do you think he was pretty fair? I'm not gonna lie, I think he was really perfect in this one. He handled it absolutely perfect. But yeah, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like this, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and I appreciate every single one of you guys watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, everybody.